I've just been sending like links and
Okay.
instructions by paper, and now I'm being ignored. Hi, everyone.
Good morning. How is everyone? Okay, nobody's here yet, but hopefully we'll have some viewers soon.
They'll start. Hi,
Oh, good
Veronica.
morning, Veronica. How are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
Please.
Thanks. All right, virtual hug. Nice. Okay, these are the emojis that turn up like.
Yeah.
I got so confused the first time. I was like, what's happening? Good morning, Alice. Good.
Yeah. How are you doing, Rosa?
Yeah, good. I'm still in the waking up phase of my day, so
Me too.
hopefully coffee
made it.
will arrive soon.
Ooh, you get it delivered. I made a big cup today.
Get a coffee delivery straight to my desk.
Very fancy.
So five-star hotel resort. Oh, I live in Venice. How wonderful. We're good, thank you.
Yes. I also have water.
Okay, so guys, it's lovely to see you.
Yeah.
From all around. It's a really beautiful day here in Milan.
It is. It's nice and sunny.
Might go and sunbathe later.
Yes.
On my balcony, on my terrace.
Right.
In Chianti. That just makes me think of wine.
Yes.
Good morning, Antonio. How are you?
Good morning.
Okay. So, well, I'll introduce myself. My name is Rosa. I'm 28. I'm half Italian, half Scottish. And I've been teaching in MIAS for, well, since September. And I've been an English teacher, though, for much longer than that. 5-6 years now. So, yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, I'm Shelly. I am American, and I've only been teaching at MIAS since January. So it's been a very interesting couple of months. Oh, we have a lot of good comments. Hi, Renzo.
Good morning, Nikita or Ali. I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to use. I'm just going to use Nikita. I like it.
Hi, Tatiana.
And Tatiana. Bonjour. Bonjour from Lyon.
Yes,
also here, sunny but cold.
In Venice. Hi.
All right. Good.
Shall we start?
Nice. Yes. We have a focus activity called To Be Prepared.
Yes. To be prepared.
Are you a person that prepares a lot, Shelly?
Yes, absolutely. I often over-prepare. Because I have a bad memory.
Is it for everything or just some things?
For some things. If it's something I can prepare for, I often do. But there are very many things that you can't prepare for. Like having to
so
be
you're
in quarantine.
organized. How about our students? Are you a prepared person? Are you organized? or leave
Yeah.
everything up to, I don't know,
Leave
fate?
everything up to fate. Hi, Francesco and Deborah. Deborah is
Hello,
also in Milan.
hello. In Milan, yes, good. Okay, so we have modal review, giving advice, and preparing for an occasion. So, modals. I wonder if our students can remember some of these modals.
Ooh, can you give us some examples of modals?
And how can we use these to prepare? So, I think some modal advice to prepare for an occasion. So, for example, if you have a job interview, perhaps I can
Yeah, I
say to
think.
my friend, I think you should dress appropriately, for example.
So giving advice.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Veronica
So this
says
is a similar thing that, to
sometimes
what
I'm
we'll discuss today. Sometimes I'm prepared. Yes, I think so. I'm 50-50 as well.
Oh yeah,
And
Renzo, give
says
us an example of a modal. Should.
should. Nice. My Francesco. Hi, Francesco. I didn't see your comment there.
So
I'm not prepared.
I'm not an organized person. I live in the moment, but of course I prepare a speech, an interview, or other things. Yeah, that's Alice. Tatiana, I would like to think that I'm an
I'd
organized
like
person.
to.
That's the thing about organizing. You
Very
can
good,
only
and a really
organize
good
what
use
you
of
know.
modals
Yeah.
as well there. I'm not prepared.
I
Are
would
you
like
not
to think.
prepared for anything, Francesco? Oh, look at that puppy.
Oh.
Guys. But oh my God. I'm sorry, guys.
You have an audience. Wow,
It sounds
Veronica.
like it, right? Oh no.
Prepared for 2 days.
All right, so let's have a look at our lesson and talk about more serious things.
Shall I go to the next slide?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm late. In your opinion, what are the worst mistakes someone can make when attending a job interview? Have you ever made any of these mistakes? So,
Ah,
guys,
tell us in the comments.
yes, let us know if you've ever made some mistakes while going.
Ever. All of your mistakes. Tell us everything. Joking. If you've made
Every
a
thanks.
there's your coffee delivery, 5-star
Yay!
service, and an audience to clap for you.
Uh, so, well, if you think of a job interview, what are some of the worst mistakes you can make in a job interview?
I would say dressing improperly.
Hmm.
I always think
Yeah.
it's better to be a little more formal. So even if everyone in the office is wearing jeans and a
Mm.
t-shirt, you should always try to dress a little more formal.
Mm.
It's
That's some good
presumptuous.
advice.
Yeah.
Also, maybe being polite.
Yeah, I'm
I made many mistakes, Veronica. Yes, we love your honesty.
oh, Tatiana, to be late. First of all, never be late for a job interview. That is true.
That's some really, really good advice. Well done.
Yes. Have you ever been late to a job interview?
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
not at
No.
all.
No,
Yeah, on those things, I'm very prepared.
me too.
I get a sore stomach if I even think I'm gonna be late, so I
Oh, me
cannot.
too. Oh, this is funny, Tatiana, to make inappropriate jokes. So we use
Yeah,
inappropriate.
okay, watch out for IN. Arrive, yeah, you would say arriving late here, bit in. So I think that one of the worst is to arrive with dirty hair or with wrinkled clothes. Also, arrive late, you give a bad impression. Also, if you arrive late, you give a bad impression.
Yeah, wrinkled without a C. So
So, one of the worst, you need something in there. One of the worst things or one of the worst mistakes is to arrive with dirty hair, wrinkled clothes. Okay, very good.
yeah, lovely comments. Now, have you ever made these mistakes, guys? Tell us in the comments.
We want to know all your dirty secrets.
Yes, I think for me, with job interviews, I made one mistake when I was younger, like very young, just out of college,
Mm.
22 years old, where they did not tell me what the job was. They just wanted to see my personality. And I tried to prepare for a job I didn't know. So I answered all the questions completely incorrectly.
That's why wouldn't you know the job you're applying for, though? I don't understand. How can
When
that?
No, I know it's stupid. It's stupid. It is a very common practice for recruiters. Those are people
Mm.
who are hiring for companies to go to universities and to talk to students. And rather than tell them about all the jobs, they just interview people and then ask them about themselves. And then if they like you, they'll bring you in for more specific jobs.
Sitting in the chair in the fight mode is really important. In the right. Okay, not in the fight. Because that could be dangerous.
I thought it was like more power posing.
You don't want to look like you want to fight your boss.
Yeah, a stand like this.
So I would say instead of the right mode, the right way, or use having the correct posture.
Oh, that's a good one. Posture.
Body language. Body language is so important.
It's so important.
If it gives a lot about your personality.
It does, Tatiana. I've never been late to a job interview, but I usually I stress a lot. I get stressed out, is how we
I
say it.
stress.
I get stressed out and I can start to make inappropriate jokes.
That's one way, one coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Don't wear correct suit and don't have the good aspect. Ooh, Renzo. So
Mm.
don't wear the correct suit means the opposite of what you want to say, I think. To not wear the correct suit and to not have we can't say aspect as in aspect or in, so we would say the right appearance. Appearance, or can you think of a synonym, Shelly?
The right appearance, or I would think demeanor, but that's not what that means. And not have the right appearance or to not appear neat.
To be presentable.
That's it. That not have the right appearance, not appear presentable.
Yes. All right, good. Some really, really nice examples, guys. Well done. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah, Tatiana also has a synonym, the right look.
Very good. Yes, the right
Yeah.
works in that case. Well done.
Yeah, you're welcome, Renzo.
Problem. All right, so do's and don'ts. When preparing for an interview, there are a few important things to remember. You should always go over potential interview questions and practice your answers. You ought to dress nicely. Unless you live in Hawaii, you had better not turn up to an interview in shorts and a t-shirt. It's also a good idea to keep up with recent events in the company you're applying to. By doing this, you will come across as a knowledgeable, intelligent candidate. Remember, first impressions are very important, so follow these simple steps to make sure you stand out from the crowd. Okay, so very long text and also a lot of modal verbs in there
Yes. Can you
and
tell us
phrasal
some
verbs.
of the modal verbs and phrasal verbs that you see?
So let us know if you have any questions. In the meantime, uh,
There's our activity.
okay, there we go. We have this activity. So find a phrasal verb in the text which means to arrive, to review, to give a certain impression, to be different, and to be up to date. So if you guys want to, you can type in the chat box and answer and try to find the phrasal verbs.
Yes.
Because there's quite a lot of vocabulary going on in here.
Yes. Oh, we have one. Tatiana, to go over is to review.
Review, perfect. So,
Yeah, and
for
that's
example, before your checkpoint, you're going to go over all of the things you learned, all of the lessons you learned. Good, good. To review, go over. I wonder if you can find some others. What does it mean, Shelly, to stand out from the crowd? That's
to stand out from the crowd. That means
that's one of the ones
it's
they're
one of the
looking
words. Yes,
for. Hmm?
it is.
Good morning, Gogo. Turn up to arrive. Good. So it's important to turn up on time or to not turn up late.
Yes.
You'd better not turn up. You'd not to arrive. You had not to arrive. You'd better not turn up. We need to put late in there. You'd better not turn up late.
Yes.
Or what was it? You can't see it anymore. I've lost it.
When preparing there, you should always go over a potential interview question.
All right. Yes, Tatiana.
Yes, that is to stand out from the crowd, is to be different. And we have
Question.
to give a
Keep
certain
up.
impression, to keep up.
Not quite.
Not quite, but it's a good guess. So let me hit the first one. So to arrive, we've seen to turn up. Has anyone said to review?
Yes, 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 they did.
Ah, there it
It was
is.
the first one that Tatiana said, go
That's right.
over.
That's right. And then to give a certain impression.
All right. Did we get an answer for that?
Not yet.
Hmm. To give a certain impression. I use this a lot actually. And you can use it for people, but also for situations. To keep up to date, nice. I wonder if someone can find to give a certain impression. Not quite. Again, it's another one still,
Ah,
guys.
yes, not quite. There we go.
Yes,
Okay.
Alice, very good. So to come across as. So to
Yes.
give a certain impression means to come. The phrasal verb for that is to come across as.
Yes. So if you show up with a t-shirt, you will come across as slobby.
Yeah, slobby,
Like,
lazy,
yeah,
unprofessional.
unprofessional.
So that is the impression you're going to give. If you turn up
Mm-hmm.
late, you're going to come across as someone who's not serious, for example. So it's an impression that you give. Yeah, so I mean, you could say that about a situation as well, though, right? Something comes across as something else, so it gives
Yeah.
the wrong impression.
Yeah. It gives the wrong impression.
Something
It
comes
gives.
across as funny.
Mhm.
All right, so we have to be different, which we had some answers for, which is to
That's right.
stand out, be different. Do you think this is positive or negative to stand out, to be different?
Oh, it depends on how you're standing out. If you are such an excellent candidate that you stand out from the crowd, um, that like you're the perfect fit, then that's great. However, sometimes you can stand out from the crowd by being a little too like slovenly, unprofessional looking, a little bit too much of a know-it-all.
So stand out could be both positive and negative.
Yes.
And what else? To be up to date, we said was
Ah, yes. To keep up,
very good.
to keep up with. Yes.
Up to date, keep up. So if you keep up with technology, it means you follow the latest trends in technology, for example. Or if you keep up with the news, it means you follow the news. You're up to date with news.
Yes.
Also, if we're walking around a city or a town, and I walk pretty fast, but my boyfriend is very slow, I say, "Come on, keep up. Come on,
Yes, keep up with me.
you have to keep up." It means you have to walk faster. Gonna
Yes.
follow me, keep the pace,
Hmm.
which happens often because I walk so fast. Maybe I should slow down, actually.
I have the same problem. It's not us.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. Power walking everywhere.
It's just as good as running for your heart.
It's good, yeah, it's good for your health. And you see more things.
Exactly.
Good. I'm glad we're on board. We're on the
Yes.
same page with this. All right, so guys, let us know if you have any questions. Here we
Mhm.
have a practice exercise, so do's and don'ts. We can practice using these phrasal verbs
Yes.
in context. So a well-written CV will help you from the other candidates. You should never late to an interview. You ought to the information on your CV to make it sure it's correct and up to date. In order to be a good candidate, you must new developments in your industry. And number 5, pay attention to your body language. Sit up straight, make eye contact, smile, and don't fidget. This will help you confident and focused?
Oh yeah. Oh, we have an opinion that came in when we changed the slide. It depends. If standing out from the crowd means that you show the real you, I think it's always a good thing. I agree.
Wow,
If-
very good, Alice. That's
if-
such a nice
mhm.
I comment, such a
Yeah.
nice opinion.
If I
Mm.
don't get a job because I'm myself during an interview, then the job was not for me.
Yeah. I agree.
Or a date, or most
Or
things,
a date,
really.
yes. Anything really.
Yes, we
With
have.
friends as well, if you meet the people that don't love you for who you are, you with the wrong people.
Hmm. So we
All
have.
right, so we have some answers coming in, which is amazing. So, Gogo, Tatiana, Francesca,
So a well-written
everybody
CV will
saying,
help you stand out from the other candidates. Great job.
so you're going to make an impression.
Yeah.
Very good. You should never, which one was arrive? Yes, turn up, turn up, turn up. Nice. Correct. Very good. You ought to.
Ooh.
Everybody's saying for number 3, keep up with. No, only Tatiana answered this. Gogo saying come go over.
Ooh. Go
Mm,
over. Go over. Go over. We have 3 go overs and 1 keep up with.
that's for number 3 though. Watch out, Shelly.
You ought to.
Yes.
Yep. We have go over.
Go over. So go over means to review, revise. Revise the information on your CV. All right. Number 4, in order to be a good candidate, you must keep up with.
Yes.
Keep up with. Okay. Very good.
Which means
So
number 5 is.
it shows it shows that you're a professional, and if you prepare in advance and research the company you're going to work for.
Yes.
Okay, come across as very good. So give an impression of being confident and focused. Okay, perfect. Well done, everyone.
Yeah. And I think we had some confusion with 3 because you should go over means review the information to make sure it's up to date, but you also keep things up to date. I'm sure that sounded familiar. So you keep your resume up to date. Don't forget to go over it.
But it's not keep up with.
No, it's not, but it's also using keep. So
Yeah.
I imagine there's
Yeah. So it's, yeah, just
a
be
little
careful with that
confusion.
because keep up with means literally to follow something
Yeah,
uh,
to be a
at
little
the
closer to
same
the,
pace
yeah.
or very close. All right, very good. Hopefully, it's clear. If you do have questions, just write them down, guys. So, some questions. We want to know about all of your mistakes.
Yes.
What do you think makes people stand out in an interview? Have you ever turned up late for an important event or to an important event, sorry? Do you often go over possible questions before an interview? Is it better to come across as excited and eager or quiet and confident? And why is it important to keep up with new developments in your industry? Some interesting questions. So, answer us or answer the questions because we would love to hear your opinion.
So, Rosa, is it better to come across as excited and eager or quiet and confident? Which would you prefer?
Eager and confident, a mix of both.
Yeah.
I mean, excited and eager are two very strong. Is it a feeling?
I guess so.
Personality
Personality type.
traits.
Yeah.
um, but if you're overly excited or over eager, then that can be off-putting.
Yes. You can come across as maybe a little less responsible.
Yeah. So I think a good mix of all those. Quiet, I would appreciate quiet, if someone knows when to talk, when to listen, then I think that's a strength that
Yeah.
someone has.
Yeah. I think some people are just quiet.
And confident, it's good to be confident, but not overly confident. It's not good to be cocky. Ooh, some answers. All right. So Alita says, I think what makes people stand out in an interview is being smart and confident. So I don't think is never good to seem excited and eager. Okay, so I think that what makes people stand out in an interview is being smart and confident. So I don't think it's ever good because you've got a double negative there, Liche. So I don't think it's ever good to seem excited and eager, but apart from that, perfect. Pillole di Gogo says, to stand out in an interview, you need to demonstrate your abilities and show them you are able to resolve their problems. Nice, very
Yeah.
good. I usually prepare the hypothetical interview questions in advance and I try to go over them before my interview. Very good, Tatiana. Watch out for that off. You don't need
Yes.
that.
Go over them because over is a preposition already. It's already taken care of.
Mm-mm. Perfect. Really, really good.
Lovely
Do
answers.
you prepare questions before an interview, Shelly?
What's that?
Do you prepare interview questions?
Yes. Yes. I try to look at the most common questions. What I have
Mm.
found with interviews is that people who do the interviews are often not prepared themselves. So they will ask you really stupid questions like, for example, what is your biggest strength and what is your biggest weakness, which I don't think really help you determine personality. Um,
Because you can prepare those answers and
right, right. People won't tell you their actual strengths and they won't tell you their actual weaknesses. And what they think are their weaknesses and strengths aren't what might be valuable to your team.
mm.
Um, And so I try to prepare those answers, but mostly what I try to do is prepare questions
Very good. You
because
are
it's,
prepared.
oh yeah, I prefer to know what I'm getting myself into. If I'm going to spend my whole life, every day of the week with people, I have to like them.
Of course, yeah, it's so important.
Yeah.
I
And
think it's
so I
a
ask
two-way
questions.
thing.
Huh?
It's a two-way relationship.
Right.
They have to like you, but it's so important for you to like them as well.
Right.
Otherwise, it's
And
not going to be very pleasant.
exactly. And I found that here in Europe, it's more off-putting if you ask questions.
Hmm.
In the US, if you ask them questions, they're grateful because they have less to prepare. They just talk to you
Uh,
about what they're doing, and then they're passionate about it because it's their work. And the fact that you showed interest means that you're a stronger candidate. But here, I found that it's a little off-putting.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Ah, that's interesting. Cultural
yeah.
differences.
It's a little strange. Like you have to be desperate for a job and be like absolutely perfect in every way, which I don't get.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. All right. So it doesn't look like we're getting any more answers for these questions.
Shall we move ahead? We have a lot of slides to finish,
Yeah,
so.
sure. Yeah, exactly. Modal verbs. Which semi-modal verbs do you know? All right. So what's the difference between a modal verb and a semi-modal verb? The $100 million question.
Tell us in the comments.
Ooh, nice,
Oh,
Alice.
yeah.
I always try to figure out hypothetical questions, keeping up with the story and projects of the industry. Beautiful. And sometimes during these interviews, you understand exactly from the questions they choose that is not the right work for you. I absolutely agree with Shelley.
So
Very good.
that it's not the right work. Yeah.
It is not, but very good. Perfect.
Yes,
Okay, so let's have a look, yeah?
absolutely. Let me hit next. So we have a lot of examples of modals and semi-modal verbs. Ah, these
Very
are
good,
modal verbs.
Francesca. These are modal verbs. So you have examples how you should dress for an interview, something you'd better not say in an interview, something you don't have to bring to an interview, something you ought to do in an interview, something you mustn't do in an interview, something you should do before an interview, and something you've got to bring to an interview. So, guys, go wild with imagination here.
Yes. Tell us
Answer
your
these. Oh,
answers.
I could think of so many things that I shouldn't
Oh,
bring to
yes.
an interview. I shouldn't bring my pet monkey to an interview, for example.
You have a pet monkey? Oh my gosh.
No, I don't. I actually don't like monkeys, so.
Ah, here we have an offering. So semi-modal verbs change their meanings depending on the preposition.
Hmm.
They can change their meanings. So
Yeah, it's more, yeah.
it's a little, yeah, I mean, yes,
I think maybe you're thinking of phrasal verbs. Is that it?
yeah, that's a
Hmm.
little more because semi-modals function as modal verbs. So they're
So
phrases.
basically, a modal verb is the ones we had here: should, could, must, would.
Oops, sorry.
Semi-modal verbs are composed by more words.
Yeah.
So an example here is ought to, have got to. So these would be the semi-modals. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, Lynn. So very good.
Yes. Ought to, have to, have got to,
Hmm.
had
What is
better
something you've got to bring to an interview?
not. Ooh.
Positive mental attitude.
Your confidence. A snack.
What's something you should do before an interview?
Shower.
Yes, wash your face, brush your teeth.
Oh.
What's something you mustn't do in an interview?
Pick
Pick
your
your
nose.
nose.
Same answer.
I am full of ideas, guys. I could go on for days.
Hmm.
Pick your nose. I wonder if our students know this one. It's the action of looking for something.
Inside your nose. Uh, Something you don't have to bring to an interview.
Your mom. You mustn't fart. Yes, Alice, you're on my wavelengths.
Yes.
Great. This interview is turning into something funny.
Yes.
Very good. Or your boyfriend. Yes, you probably should be your boyfriend.
No.
Maybe moral support.
Oh, what's something you ought to do in an interview?
Well, posture was a good one.
You ought to have a good posture, good body
Yeah,
language.
prepare questions.
hmm
Um, the one we were discussing earlier, research, review, research whatever the company policies are, or philosophy, perhaps. Okay, very good. You'd better not say in an interview. So maybe, who was it that was making some inappropriate jokes earlier? I can't remember who.
I believe it was Alice. No, Tatiana.
Mm, yeah,
No, it's Tatiana.
Tatiana might have an example of that.
Inappropriate jokes. Oh, something you mustn't do. Ah, that's a good one. You better not say negative things about your last job.
All right. Super duper important, guys. Modal verbs are always followed by bare infinitive, right? Yes. So without the to. Modals. Okay, very good. You got it.
So you'd better not say
Say negative things about your last. Also here, not work, but
job.
job.
When do we use work and when do we use job?
You know, I'm always confused about this. A job is a noun and work is a verb? No.
Mhm. You can
Yes.
use work as I have to go to work now,
Yes.
which is a verb, but it's used as a noun.
Work is an activity, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's also the location.
Mm.
So work is your location, but job is the activity that you do when you go to work.
Yes.
Yeah, work is an activity. Exactly.
Nice. All right. So, okay, Renzo saying to know the characteristics of a factory. Okay. To know the characteristics of maybe not the factory, but the industry or the business, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But good, Renz, very good. Okay, so let's we can practice giving some advice in the next slides, I think. So maybe we should give
Yeah.
that a
Do you think
go.
this is true? Use job to describe the job and work to describe the actions. At work, so it's a location. I just used it. There's the next slide. You mustn't high five the
That's
manager.
really, really.
Yes. Nowadays, I would elbow five because we are in a pandemic. Ah,
Okay, can you read it a second, Shali?
sure. You work for a job agency. These people all have an interview coming up. Give them some advice to help them be at their best. What could they do differently? So we have person 1, person 2, and person 3. You should not drink alcohol before an interview.
Very good.
That's a yes. Yes, it's best to remain sober before an interview.
Okay, so I'm just quickly researching.
Oh yeah. So person 1 should be less excited and wear less color. So wear more understated clothing, I might say, or wear uh, less bright clothing. Dress more professionally. I suppose if her industry, if she's applying for a job in an office, yes, absolutely. If she's applying for a job as an announcer for events, maybe she can dress this way.
Should be less excited.
Be less excited for your job interviews. You can be excited for job interviews.
So, yeah, in the second picture, you have someone that looks kind of homeless, drinking beer. Maybe he should shave, cut his hair.
Yeah. The
Okay,
middle
the
guy
middle guy has
has
to wear
present
appropriate clothes and sit down properly. This will help him to come across as a more professional person. Very good use of come across, Alice. Well done. That's
Yes.
perfect. Nice, Tatiana, yes. To take a chill pill. What a great saying.
Yes, he looks a little intense. He comes across as intense and a little strange. What is he eating?
Yeah, I think he's got ketchup on his tie as well.
He should not eat before an interview.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a hamburger, a donut?
I think it
I'm
might be a
not
donut filled with jam.
that would make sense. Yeah, because he's got some sugar around his mouth. All right, gross. The third person should take a chill pill. Yes. All right. So some good examples. I think we have to review quickly.
Yes, we do. So we looked at modals and semi-modals, and some verb
Mm-hmm.
phrases.
And some phrasal. So turn up means to arrive, to review or revise. Come across as means to give. Also, what's the actual difference between those two? To stand out, to be different, okay, and to be up to date, to keep up with something, someone.
Yeah. So turn up, go
Brush
over,
your
come
teeth
across,
after
stand out, keep up with.
take it. Okay. What else did we look at? We looked at our modals and semi-modals. So the difference between a modal verb and a semi-modal verb is modal is just one word and semi-modal is 2 to 3 words.
Yep.
And
They function the same.
modal verbs are always followed by the bare infinitive, which means without to. So you should go to sleep early before your interview. You shouldn't drink wine before your interview. Okay, and then we looked at some giving advice because that's what modal verbs do. They're polite and they are great for giving advice. You should go to
Yeah,
sleep, yes. All right. So hopefully that was
that
in
was helpful.
that was good for everyone, that everybody's understood everything. It was really, really nice to see you all and hopefully see you again soon. Take care,
Yes.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thanks for participating,
Yes,
everyone.
thank you for
Bye.
participating. You guys were fantastic.